Good evening, Mr. Berger. This is Jana Hedden, and I'm here to show you my two apps. One is Case Project 4-3, the floor tiling app on page 170, and the other is Case Project 4-4, the math flashcards app on page 171. So this is the floor tiling app, the main Java page, the main activity.java page. I'm getting my variables here. Then doing my finals. These are the input buttons, the length and the width, and then the radio buttons of 12 or 18. This is a floor tiling app. And then here I've got changing the input from a string to a double on the length, the room length and the room width. And if the 12 by 12 is checked, then it goes through this whole thing, which first it makes sure that the numbers are correct. It's between 1 and 2,000. I looked at the world's, tried to find out about the size of a world's largest building length and width wise, so it was somewhere around in there. And I know that's almost a half a mile, but anyway, so I've got the area calculation, and then since it's a 12 by 12 tile, then the tile is going to equal the area. The number of tiles needed is going to equal the area. And I've got all this in whole format just to keep all the numbers from having a decimal. Okay, and then my toast is it tells it if it's not between 1 and 2,000 feet, it tells it needs to be. Then if the 18 by 18 one is checked, the tiles are 1.5 by 1.5 feet, then I do the same thing. I check make sure the numbers are valid. The area is going to be the room length times the room width, and the number of tiles is going to be the area divided by 1.5, because they're bigger tiles there. And then the rest is kind of the same. You just have those two choices. And then on the activity part, you've got it's a relative layout. The text, this is for the title, and I've got a colored title there. This is for when they're putting in the length and the width. And this is the radio group. They either have a 12 by 12 or 18 by 18. And there's my calculate button, and then the text view, and it's the same color as the title up there. So that's the story on the floor tile app. This is the math card app. I've got the first number they put in, the second number they put in the calculated results. Here's the first number, the second number, and then these are the radio buttons: add, subtract, multiply. And I went ahead and added divide. Here's taking the string and putting it in integer form, and here's checking to make sure that they've inputted the right integers. And then if it's add and they've put in the right integers, then it's going to do the first plus the second, and then there's the result. And then here's my toast saying if it's not in the right one of the right numbers, then it tells it the error. There's a subtract, and I went ahead and let it subtract and come up with negative numbers. Like if this is a 5 and this is a 10, it'll be a -5. And then my toast again, each number must be a whole number between 1 and 20. Multiply, the same thing except multiplied. And divide, I did a little bit different. I added divide, and then I made sure that the first integer was bigger than the second integer. And then on my toast, I had to make 2 different toasts because for all this to show up, it didn't stay long enough to actually read it. So no matter if it's not all of this, if the numbers aren't right and the first one's not bigger than the second one, then it'll give you both of these messages, and you have to go back and look. And then I since it was dividing, like if you have a 15 divided by a 3, you're going to get a 5, but because of the thing, it might be 16 divided by 3. So I had to put is equal to or approximately equal to and then the 5. And it's all, I just dealt in whole numbers again. So that's that. And the activity one, the layout here, you've got this is the first, and then this is the second number, and the title's there. And then the layout for the radio group, you've got your add, subtract, multiply, and divide button. Then you've got your calculate button, and then your text results. And I've got it a color, the same color as the title. And this is, and it also should go with the icon that we had to make for this one. So let me get this running for you. I'm going to put this on pause a minute. Okay, while I'm waiting for the program to load, I thought I would show you the icons. The floor, well, never mind, I'll do that in a minute. Okay, the floor tile icon, let's go ahead and do the 3,000 feet, because that's too much. And we'll do about 100. Okay, calculate floor needs. The number of feet must be between 1 and 2,000. So I'll go up here and just take that off, and I think I'll do an 18 by 18. So okay, this, oh okay, no, this is right. I was thinking it got stuck on a previous one that okay, so a room with a length of 300 feet and a width of 100 feet has an area of 30,000 square feet and needs 20,000 tiles, 18 inches square. So let's try that. Same with the 12 by 12, and really it should be 30,000 here and here and here. Okay, so we got 30,000. A room with a length of 300 feet and a width of 100 feet has an area of 30,000 square feet and needs 30,000 tiles, 12 inches square. Okay, so let's do 40 by 20, just 29. Okay, so a room that has a length of 40 feet and a width of 29 feet has an area of 1,160 square feet and needs 1,160 tiles, 12 inches square. And go to 18 by 18, and it still has the same area, length and width, but then a lesser amount of tiles because the tiles are bigger. Okay, I guess that's all I need to show you on that one. Let me show you these icons. Okay, the floor tiling app just said to do the regular icon. The medical calculator gave us one to do. I mean, that's the one that was in the book that we followed along with. And then my math flashcards app has this icon. We had to make up one for that. So that's my math flash icons one. And I'm going to stop this and get that going. Okay, I'm back with my math flashcards. Just to make it easier, I'm going to do something that 15 and 3. Okay, so I do have the larger number here. That'll only come into play in the divide and subtract, I guess. So adding, we got 15 plus 3 equals 18, and it said in the book that the entire math problem is displayed with the results. So the entire math problem is displayed with the result. And then I'm going to subtract it. 15 minus 3 is 12. Then I'm going to multiply it. 15 times 3 is 45. Then I'm going to divide it. 15 divided by 3 is equal to or approximately equal to 5. And that's because if I put 16 up here, I'll put 17 and then divide 17 divided by 3 is equal or approximately equal to 5. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, I'm going to put in 89 and 3. Let's try to add that. Each number must be a whole number between 1 and 20. So let's do 20. I'm going to add 20 and 3. 20 plus 3 is 23. Subtract. 20 minus 3 is 17. Multiply. 20 times 3 is 60. And divide. 20 divided by 3 is equal to or approximately equal to 6. And it's 6 something. So now let's do it the other way. Let's do 15 and 20. Okay, so adding's good. Calculate. 15 plus 20 equals 35. Subtract. 15 minus 20 is negative 5. Multiply. 15 times 20 is 300. And then divide. And it says each number must be a whole number between 1 and 20. Well, it is. To divide, the first number must be larger or equal to the second number. So we'll go ahead and just put it equal to and then calculate. 20 divided by 20 is equal to or approximately equal to 1. And I think that's all I have for you today. Hope you're having a great week and stay safe in all this snow and ice. See ya.